SADC regional leaders have decided to extend a military mission in Mozambique to combat an Islamist insurgency in northern parts of the country. The SADC Security Troika yesterday said that remarkable progress has been made, but stopped short of announcing the end date for that extended mandate. So what is the root cause of this crisis, and will a military solution be successful? Professor Yussuf Adam is a historian based in Maputo, and he joins us now via our video link to that country. Professor Adam, it's great to have you with us this morning to give us some context of what's unfolding in that region of Mozambique. Let's perhaps begin here, in terms of why Mozambique is in the situation where they actually need military assistance. Surely the country would want to have the capacity to defend itself.
Yes, I think that it's a very good question. I think that one of the characteristics, or one of the characteristics of the state is that the state has military capacity to defend itself from external aggressions. And in fact, Mozambique at this moment has been had many difficulties to tackle let's call it an insurgency in northern Cabo Delgado. Support was asked and promised by many organizations, but the first ones which responded to this was the Mozambican army, with its limitations of personnel, equipment, finances, etc. Don't forget that we have gone through many wars, and when in 4th of October 25 or 7 years ago, when we signed the peace agreement, there were certain exigencies in the agreement signed between Frelimo and Renamo, with the support of the UN mission in Mozambique, on Moz. Mozambique could only have 30,000 men in the army, men and women. That didn't happen because people didn't want to go to war. People were fed up of many years of war and didn't like to become conscripts in the army. Then there were also a lot of problems of investment. The government did not give priority to the army, to the training, to equipment, etc. But we have been in war for the last 40 years. Anyhow, when this thing in Cabo Delgado started, and it is it's a very complex situation to characterize. People call it, some call it an Islamic insurgency, they call them just insurgency. For me, it's much more homebred revolt, which has, in fact, international liaisons, regional liaisons with ADF in Congo, not with the Mashababus in the Al-Shabaab in Somalia. It seems that they only have in common the name. That's why I use the name which is given by the local population in Cabo Delgado. They call them Mashababus, which is the plural in Kimwani of Shabab, so Mashabab.
Prof, if you don't mind me coming in there, the big question, I suppose, for particularly the people living in that region of Mozambique and people around the world is, will the insurgency ever end? I mean, is that the kind of question that we can even answer at this point?
Yes, the insurgency has to end, and the question is that it is not there is no military solution for military problems. When you have problems like that, the solution has to be political and has to be, you have to defend the population. If there is an non-state armed actors present, you have to defend. The state has to defend the population.
Yeah.
But there is, I don't think of a military solution. At this moment, we have about
All right, we do apologize. We seem to be struggling with our connection there to Professor Yussuf Adam, who is a historian. He joins us there from the capital in Mozambique, in Maputo, as we continue to unpack the story as SADC leaders just yesterday agreed. The Troika, Security Troika, yesterday agreed that remarkable progress has been made, but to an extension for the military mission there in Mozambique.